Okay, so something I want to remind everybody about. One of the biggest complaints is it's been over a year since we've had a collab, right? Like 14, 15 months now. Um, Collabs are a two-way street. Smilegate went through some shit, you may have noticed, in late 2022 or late 2023. I mean, wasn't so good. The last collaboration doesn't look like it made money, right? They made $5 million in November. Espa came out, a full month-long collab across Christmas, a time when everybody is off and able to play online games more. And their numbers dropped almost in half. They were down to 3 million by the end of December. And once Espa collaboration was over, they went back up to 4 million. I've never seen a collaboration have a dip in revenue. It usually spikes the revenue quite a bit. So that was a little bit distressing, to say the least. And also, a lot of players came in for Espa, and then they turned around and left, because most of the people that were really into Espa were into it because they were into the K-pop band, not because they're into online mobile waifu tap collector games like the rest of us. So we didn't get a lot of good player retention out of it either. And then, like, the year just started snowballing downhill with all of the delays, right? We got this huge content drought from like February to July because they're trying to get the China server up and running, and it was supposed to be ready by second quarter, and it wasn't. They couldn't quite get it taken care of, and it released late. And there's a lot of stuff that was supposed to happen throughout the year that just got pushed back because they wanted to wait until China server was up so they could run it. That's why we got 2 simultaneous collabs in August. I guarantee you that the Guilty Gear collaboration was supposed to be sometime in May or April, but that with the China server getting pushed back, like we got to stall it so that China can have access to this collaboration as well. And that's why, boom, China server hits, boom, double collab, boom, summer event, boom, 11 freaking limiteds in an 8-week period of time. That's an entire year's worth of content that dropped in just a couple of days. So that freaked everybody out, right? We went from famine to feast. Everybody's screaming, they're greedy, they're trying to milk China. Even China felt like they were trying to milk China. It came off pretty bad, gave us a bad taste in our mouth, and then slam, we get hit with Awakened Potential. Oh my heckin' God. I mean, 7 stars kill mobile games. Everybody knows this, and you can call it what you want. Awakened Potential was 7 stars. But all this stuff hits, and then Awakened Potential disaster hits, and the game just catches fire. I mean, deservedly, but it catches fire. It was the brewing of a perfect storm that ended with Smogate's name getting drugged through the mud. Now we've got them on national news, getting slammed and debased. We got them being crushed on social media. We've got people literally protesting in the streets, not figuratively, literally, with trucks and signs, multiple trucks. You know how many thousands of dollars it costs to have those trucks circle Smilegate? And they had several of them. And their App Store ratings started dropping. They addressed it. They apologized. They said they were going to fix it. They ripped all that crap out of the game. And that's great. But that crapped all over their content for several months. And you got to understand that they didn't have anything else ready. Everything else they were planning on doing built on the Awakened Potential stuff. In fact, the stuff they had ready, they immediately had to scrub and fix that stuff to deal with it not being in the game. Some of it couldn't be fixed. Some of it just got thrown right out the window. And then they had to start from scratch. I mean, it takes months, months of work to get content ready. They spent those months, got Awakened Potential ready, and then they had spent another set of months getting the content ready that was going to come out right after Awakened Potential. All that shit went away. So you're talking like about a 5-6 month lag in between when they can do things. Now, couple this with the fact that everybody's screaming for a collaboration, and you know they are looking for collaborations to do. But who wants to hitch their wagon to this horse, right? Smilegate comes to you and says, hey, Durstar, we want to do a collaboration with your IP. Good morning, by the way. And you say, oh, okay, cool. Hang on, let me look this up. Smilegate, Epic 7, and you look at the recent news and Twitter posts and Reddit threads and Facebook posts, and you go, yeah, you know what I think will pass? I think maybe you find someone else. I mean, they probably beat down the door of a lot of collaborations trying to find something, but it was a rough period there for us. We're finally back on our feet. We're finally seeing an uptick in our numbers, a slight uptick in our player retention, which is tough for a game this age to have decent player retention, new player retention, I should say. So, yeah, you say ReZero will collab with anyone, but you think Smilegate didn't go to ReZero and say, hey, how about round 3? How about we do maybe new units and stuff? And ReZero's like, yeah, you know what? I think we'll go with Nikke. They're doing like, you know, basically 10 times what you're doing in profits, so maybe we're going to pass too. Yeah, I don't say someone will just collab with anyone. When you collab with someone, you're doing it to promote your IP and make profit. You're not doing it as a handout. You're not doing it as a friendly gesture. It's not just, you don't just call up and say, hey, Nier, I want 2B in my game. And they're like, fine, here you go, man. Send us $50 and she's all yours. There's a lot that goes into collaborations. A lot of back and forth, agreements on how you're going to advertise each other, agreements to let somebody else put your IP in their game is no laughing matter. I mean, it's egg on your face if you do that and they f up your f up your IP, make you look bad, cause drama. So yeah, I can't blame them for going for Nikke. Nikke's not my kind of a game, but the developers clearly love Nikke. They clearly appreciate and respect and are excited about their own IP, and it shows. I'm not even gonna get into the whole help wanted ads. Sue can dive into that deeper if you want, but there's a lot of shit that was going on, and now that things are better, we're finally getting a collab. Hopefully, it is a watershed moment. Things are going to turn around for the game, and it's going to be good again. And I'm really glad that video went up last night. So I hope that clears things up a little bit.